Така, сега трябва да намерим... Какво беше? Circuit Board, Sensor Module и... Biometric Scanner. Къде са да ги търся тия работи? Circuit Board. Добре. Тук може да се намери.
Somebody went to a lot of effort to keep folks up.
Yes. Тука. Ей, Circuit Board. Добре. Блокаут. Къде си, бе?
Hey,
Do something for you?
think you can unlock that terminal?
Count on it. Sorry, boss. This one's beyond me.
Ти сериозно ли ще се откажеш, бе? Brainwashed. О, нещо като Brainwashed, добре. Overloading. Overpowered. Snake Eagle. Transmitted. Това. И това е 3 likeness. Upholstered. Dismembered. Баси майката. Няма амо тук. Missile Launcher. Prototype 77. Това е много яко. Staggering Hardened Sniper. Това трябва да го продам. Chance to stagger on hit. Еми, това е полезно, ама не ми върши работа, може би е по-хубаво. Я си фейворит да не е това. Alien Blaster. Това сега не мога да откричам. Нямаме къде друга да трябва ходим. Medical Center. Search Hospitals for Biometric Scanner. Добре, тук е едното. Fast Travel to the Execution Crazy Currently Unavailable. И сега ми кажеш, че не съм ходил там. From this location is защо? Само било. Добре, я да видим сега. Не сами даде. Добре. 4 лайка. Благодаря. Момент само. Абе, да видим музика ще се чува ли, ако пусна. Ох. Остава. Така. Момент само да видим как беше. Момент само. Продължавам след малко само. Да видим. Има ли се чува музиката? What the fuck?
What's that?
Не. Тебе не. Аре, не стреляй! Жертва ли господин? Аре, де! Някъде трябва да има сенсор модул, май? Биометрик сканер, да. Аре, стига, бе, къде има суицайдър? Не! Махай се! Не, щупи ми броня в това война. Още един ли, бе? О, не. Това вече О, е. Не? Абе, сериозно ли, брат? Тия ми... Стига ми бронята! А! Абе, още ли много. Аде? Фюжен кора ми спря и това е... Това беше найс. Тук има още 5, тук са още 2, сигурно. Трябва да си реперна армора, защото тя направо не баха майка, особено този силсайдър от началото. Като ми влезе и вече си еба майката. Тук ми еба и мислите с камера. Ще взема фюжен форматия, понеже ми трябва за армора. Добре, го това. Направо викам да се изнасям, но тия ни ще ме убият. Аз трябва да си реперна и армора, така че факет изчезвам. Давай, бягай. Чай сега, какво ми трябваше? Още едно ми трябва. Чай сега, това къде е? Телеком модюл и Urban Station. Това със сигурност не съм го дискавърнал. Ама за всеки случай ще ходим до аирпорта да си репернем Power Armor. Only power station някъде, че ми трябва... Трябва вътре. Трябва ми power station.
Unless you have business here, clear out.
Сега ако ми кажеш, че трябва да скачвам на придуена... Ми качваме се на придуената, тук няма Power Station. Придвани. I'm already done.
Delta sequence initiated.
Дейвид, тъпите мютант суасайдъри, човек. Направо ми баха майката нормално.
Attention, this is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation.
Charging into a situation.
Anyone found in possession of undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment.
Щупихме кръка, Дейва.
It's a nice little setup. Mind one of these.
Лефт лег направо си ебал майката. Райт арм ще репернеме. Сега ако ми кажеш, че... имам, добре. Добре, what the fuck. Абе, трябва ми стил да мъва майката. Трябва да събирам стил. И пластик, и алумин, всичко. Да мъва майката вече. Ооо. Няма части. Това е. Нещо тук има ли? Абсолютно. Да, не ми трябва тече. Тук някъде трябва да има нещо. Сизър, maybe. Нещо. Gear. Large B. Pipe wrench. Scissors. Лампата не може да взема. Surgical trace, тия помагат на букет. Сега вече крафтвам. Имам материали. Имам. Събрахме. Торсото ми е малко побито, ама ще издържи. Да бе, той имаше някакви модификации. Voltec paint. What? Интересни модове ми дават. Optimize bracers. Тия нямам левела за това. Всичко ли ми е на високо? Хелмета ще го изчакаме още малко да се такова. Готово!
I can't believe super mutants were human ones. How could science have gone so wrong?
Fuck you.
Let's talk to Proctor Tegan.
Поправиш,
He
бе.
has some excellent mods for our power armor. How can I help you?
Супер, никър.
Good to see you again, Knight. Anything I can do to help?
Ами освен да ми дадеш твоите работи, друго не се сещам. Какъв аут? То просто не е ли имал биометрик сканер да ми даде просто... Те се опитва да ме пратят да умра. Баси. Flight deck. Но тук трябва да ходим за последната част от това и да го построиме и...
Hail, Knight. For muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
Последната част е... тук. The railway rifle is rare custom-made weapon that shoots railway spikes. Oh. Nice. 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 Почва се с рац. А тук ли сме? Да, тук.
Could really kick your feet up in a place like this.
I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. Reading the super mutants' plan on defeating me soon.
Hey, you trying to get us in trouble?
Oh, shit! Gotta sign off.
Rex is in
One of the
trouble.
super
Didn't
mutants
you
is
hear
coming.
him on the radio?
For the 10th time. Mayday or whatever it is.
What do you want me to do about it?
Feel bad,
Super
right?
mutants would kill me in seconds. Rex got himself into this mess. He'll have to... Rex sounds like he's gotten himself into trouble.
Repeat. Oh, shit! Gotta sign off.
What would you have me do?
Why, mount a rescue, of course. Gather together what men you can and storm their lair. I should think 30 or 40 should do it.
They had no expense, did they?
We need something new. Our audience is getting bored.
Това ще
saying
не
play
се
over and over.
Easy. Добре, сега се връщаме, билдваме това. Power of the Signal Interceptor. Нещо. Сериозно ли? Абе, тренинг... Абе, аз имам... Чакай сега, ако ми трябваше. Rank 1 Science, добре. Че имам точка, която да. Rank 1 Science... Нещо. Сериозно ли бе? Трябва ми 6 интелигенс, стигам интелигенс тогава. Take for advantage of the... Явно няма съм и просто. Power of the Signal Interceptor. Май се Power of the... Само трябва 20 Power. Стриме още. Я да видим нещо. Ето. приятели.
Elder Maxon.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. Ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
What are the details of my mission?
I'm glad you asked. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact. So it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated.
О,
It wasn't
доктор Ли
difficult to
Алфа
convince her to
3
stay.
character.
That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the... Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Consider it done, Elder.
Very good. Very good. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto. Are you in or are you out? Make up your mind. Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Къде са? Опа. Shit. А всяко от отворя мапа, къде ли съм? CIT Rooms, това е някъде тук, бе.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Любе, гърмим ги, брат. Нема чупим нищо, бе, спокойно.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Защото
This is
YouTube
the
имам повече
reality
фолуари,
of the Institute. This place,
имам повече
these
сабскрайбери.
people,
Да,
the work we
разбрам.
do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Да, бе, тук съм за него, бе. О, what the fuck?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean, I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time.
Какво?
It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you, kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your mother.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed. I suspect there are many more we'll never know of. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that. Still, I do regret never having known her. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning?
Excuse me, Doctor.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want. Don't make excuses.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
I intend to report this. Perhaps after you
I killed one of you motherfuckers.
Pardon me, sir.
Said nothing. Добре, как се слиза долу.
It's an honor to
При доктор Ли. Тук е тая от Fallout 3, дето е докторката.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's...
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
I wasn't aware that I needed authorization.
Father may have given you the keys to the castle, but this is still my laboratory. If you plan to stay down here with us, you need to learn how things work.
Easy. I just want to talk.
About what? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Hi.
Operating at full capacity.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious phase 3?
No, I can't talk about it. Almost done. Just need to tighten up this
Hi,
primary
Doc.
drive servo.
You weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution, he coordinates with bioscience to ensure that we also make use of it. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out...
Allie.
Oh,
Hey,
I don't
what
know.
do you need?
Most of them have lasted long past
I'm good
their
for now.
projected
Thanks.
lifespan.
Goodbye, then.
If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the
We're all looking forward to working with you.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. I hope all your needs are being seen to. Let me know if they're not.
Тия нещо имат проблеми обаче.
Are you seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together?
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the
Excuse
targeting
me,
package
I've got
upgrades
reports
I
to
asked
deliver.
for. Maybe I should take some courses with me.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us
Doc.
and pretty much all the
So.
other departments.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention here. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Very well.
Dickhead.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Последно, къде трябваме? Сега в средното човек. Институт. Bioscience. Я си имаме квестовете.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start with this treatment. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
All of you. You can return to your duties, and remember to record every second.
Къде е това, бе? Броят го трябва да има нещо. Сега ти остава точно под него.
Greetings, sir.
Fuck you, bitch.
I have to admit, the third generation sense of peace.
Това са най-новите копелета. Институт.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations.
Hey, Doc.
I wonder how the Warwick family is
So
doing.
good to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally must
Clayton
be close to
Holden,
10 years old by
head of the
now.
bioscience
It's
division.
remarkable that
I
any
can't
child
wait for
can
you to see the
survive
work
for
we're
so
doing.
long up there, don't you
It's
think?
truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Envisioned.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. You're here. Glad you made it.